Our news live at 7, $1 billion fix needed for BPL. A stunning state of affairs about the state of the power company tabled in Parliament today. A 4-year-old found unresponsive in a bathtub tonight. Police question his parents as they await the autopsy report. A group of taxi drivers are upset with the way they're being handled at the new cruise port. Tonight, we hear from the drivers as well as the cruise port's management. And then in our news at 7:30, the National Security Minister explains the role of our local Defense Force Marines set to deploy to violence-stricken Haiti. Our news live at 7 starts right now. Hello all and welcome to our news live at 7. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jerome Sawyer in for Candino Knowles. Well, stunning revelations about the grim financial state of the cash-strapped Bahamas Power and Light spilling onto the floor of Parliament today. Energy Minister JoBeth Colby-Davis revealing a more than $500 million debt. But how much is needed to fix BPL? Our Bethany McDermott gets us started tonight.
To fix BPL, we need over $500 million to address its debts and over $500 million to upgrade and improve aged and deteriorated infrastructure.
That's over $1 billion needed to settle debts and address age-old challenges plaguing consumers. Energy Minister JoBeth Colby-Davis provided this breakdown into that debt alone.
It owes banks, it owes the government, and it owes employees' pensions are underfunded by $120 million.
But that's not all. Colby-Davis also revealed that $500 million price tag for much-needed upgrades will need to be rolled out over the next 5 years.
That's $300 million in new generation in New Providence and in the Family Islands, $130 million in transmission and distribution in New Providence in the next 2 years alone, $35 million in advanced metering infrastructure, and $70 million in other costs.
This revelation comes as the future of the power company remains unclear amid much speculation in recent days. Rumors swirled of the power giant being privatized and talks of a company being contracted to oversee BPL's transmission and distribution systems.
BPL does not have the financial resources to execute the plan. Therefore, it is paramount that we attract capital and expertise where needed. Our goal is to select partners who are best in class and have the global reach to achieve the gold standard.
The Bahamas Electrical Workers Union outright rejected the deal. While the energy minister says the government's plan for BPL is transformative, opposition leader Michael Pintard says the plan lacks transparency.
The point this minister makes is that here is what the deal is not. Well, my God, we hired them to tell us what the deal is.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Bethany McDermott.
Meanwhile, 2 resignations from the Bahamas Power and Light Board, paving the way for 2 new appointments. Energy and Transport Minister JoBeth Colby-Davis appointing new directors, Christina Alston and Dylan Sawyer. The ministry's statement describes Christina Alston as an accomplished leader with over 3 decades in electrical utilities. It says she brings an unparalleled depth of international experience with previous stints with Florida Power and Light and Duke Energy Corporation. She also served as Chief Operating Officer of BPL between 2017 and 2019. That same statement also references Dylan Sawyer for the fresh perspective he brings to BPL and his previous success as an entrepreneur in the petroleum, real estate and manufacturing industries. It goes on to say Alston and Sawyer are expected to drive the government's efforts in making energy more accessible and affordable while ensuring the long-term sustainability and strength of BPL. Well, shifting gears now to some crime news, police are questioning the guardians of a 4-year-old toddler who found him unresponsive in the bathtub in a home off McKinney Drive just before 7 last night. The police report says the child had visible injuries. Meantime, National Security Minister Wayne Munro confirming for reporters today that the parents are being questioned while police await an autopsy report to determine the exact cause of death.
I think the public just needs to be patient. I remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, where there was an allegation the child had been sexually abused. People were downtown ready to lynch the parents, only to find out that the child had died of diarrhea. So the pathologist will tell the police what the cause of death is, and that will assist them in concluding their investigation in that unfortunate matter.
And two 16-year-olds are behind bars tonight for the murder of two teenagers outside a home on Faith Avenue a week ago. Prosecutors say the teen suspects are responsible for the February 26 murders of Andrew Nuri and Malik Seymour. The names of the accused killers are being withheld because they are minors. Now, you may remember the story. The two friends were in the backyard of Nuri's home when they were shot multiple times. At the time of his murder, Nuri was on 3 years probation following a conviction for attempted murder for stabbing a student at the Anatole Rogers School back in 2022. Now, the were not required to enter pleas when they stood before Magistrate Algernon Allen Jr. Bail was denied, and they are due back in court on July 1st to receive a voluntary bill of indictment. Well, if you are like me, these cool days and cooler nights are right up your alley. Time to find out what's in store for us. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center tonight with our first look at weather. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Jerome, and a happy Wednesday evening, everybody. Cloudy skies outside our studios right now, 76 degrees. It's a little on the warm side. Your winds are out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 75. Temperatures around the islands right now, it is 73 in Freeport, 75 over in Marsh Harbor, Abaco. We pick up a string of 76s in Alistown, Bimini, Great Harbor, Key, the Berry Islands. Over in Governor's Harbor, you 76 as well. Nicholstown, Andros, the Big Yard, you guys are 77 into the central Bahamas. 76 in Arthurstown, Cat Island. Pick up more 77s in Kemps Base, Georgetown, Exuma, Deadman's Key, Long Island, you guys are 78, 74 over in Cuban Townsend, Salvador. And into the southeast Bahamas, temperatures even warmer there near the 80-degree mark with 79, Duncantown, Ragged Island, 78s, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, Acklands, Abrams Bay, Megona, Providenciales, Tricks and Caicos Islands, Matthew Town in Agua, you are the warm spot. You guys are now 80 degrees at this hour. Satellite and radar composites showing a lot of showers and thunderstorms associated with the mid to upper level trough and some moisture that's been moving across us for the last 24 hours. Unsettled weather pattern will continue across the northwest Bahamas mainly tonight through tomorrow as most of this moisture and that upper level trough pivots towards the east and away from us. But we still have some showers out in the Gulf of Mexico. That's likely to get to us by late tonight and into early tomorrow. So you could see some more showers and possible thunderstorms in the forecast on Thursday. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us to look at your extended forecast. Still to come.
And still to come on our news tonight, the growing unrest in Haiti. Foreign Minister Fred Mitchell updates Parliament on CARICOM's work in the crisis. And later, this group of taxi drivers say they are not being treated fairly by the new cruise port operators. Our Marlena Leonard has the full story. And later on tonight, one community answering the call to join the fight against crime. Find out what they are doing to steer young people in a different direction. That's coming up when our news returns.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry arrived in Puerto Rico Tuesday, unable to return home in the midst of growing unrest there. Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell updating Parliament today on CARICOM's role in the crisis. International media reports indicate a possible coup with a coalition of wanted criminal gangs attempting to claim power.
Caribbean prime ministers have been overnight in intense discussions trying to see if they can form some political pathway to get this issue resolved. The fact is that you cannot resolve whatever is happening there, troops or no troops, unless there's some political solution to the problem. And that's where the countries of CARICOM have been mostly engaged.
Now, Mitchell says the Bahamian embassy will soon be closed completely when the embassy staff returns home on Sunday. However, he believes a Bahamian presence should remain.
It is my view that even after the embassy itself is closed, it is in the best interest of the Bahamas to have some form of representation of the Bahamas in Port-au-Prince, whether it is intelligence officers or security officers, so that we have tabs on what is actually happening in the society firsthand. We're the most of all the independent countries. We're the most impactful. We are the most impacted by that society.
Well, a group of non-unionized taxi drivers say they feel they're being treated like criminals when soliciting passengers outside of the Nassau cruise port. Our Marlena Leonard has the full story from all sides.
But they're telling us what we can't do. Now they're telling us we can't be on the sidewalk over here. They're telling us it's illegal to be on the sidewalk over here. So we're trying to find out what it is that we can do to make our working environment a whole lot better. All of us here are public service license. I have a business license. I am a public service license. I'm not down to citizen illegally. We're trying to offer fares to the guests. That's our job.
Taxi driver Dale Gibson was backed by a group of about 12 other taxi drivers this morning, alleging that police frequently shoo them from soliciting on the public sidewalk outside of the cruise port. But Gibson claims there are as many as 70 drivers affected by the issue on a daily basis. There is an existing taxi call-up system at the Nassau cruise port where passengers looking for a taxi are automatically paired with a driver. But Gibson says,
most of us aren't a taxi because we cannot, what's going on there, it cannot work for us.
We reached out to the Nassau Cruise Port's Director of Business Development, Ed Fields, for comment, who responded saying, all drivers are more than welcome to participate in the system that is run within the confines of the Nassau Cruise Port in partnership with the Bahamas Taxi Union, adding, what happens outside of NCP boundaries is under the purview of the relevant agencies. We also spoke to Bahamas Taxi Cab Union President Wesley Ferguson, who told Our News that the union is happy with the current arrangement. He adds that the cruise port has been open to negotiating small changes as needed. As for the hustle culture of taxi driving, he says,
we are living in a different environment where tourists are now frightened. Okay? So that hustling on the streets is not very, very attractive to the tourists right now. Take it from me as a union president. Tourists are frightened.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Marlena Leonard.
When Our News comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as the lights dim on Nikki Haley's bid to become the Republican presidential nominee. Plus, 7 men face gang rape charges in India over the rape of a tourist. And Haiti's prime minister seeks asylum in Puerto Rico after he's denied entry into neighboring Dominican Republic. We'll have those details when Our News returns.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
This is Our News. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley suspended her presidential campaign this morning, ensuring that Donald Trump will win the Republican nomination and once again face Democratic President Joe Biden in the U.S. elections in November. Haley lasted longer than any other Republican challenger to Trump, whose iron grip on the Republican Party's base remains firm despite his multiple criminal indictments. Haley ending her campaign in a speech to supporters in Charleston, South Carolina, and pointedly did not endorse Trump.
Just over a year ago, I launched my campaign for president. When I began, I said the campaign was grounded in my love for our country. Just last week, my mother, a first-generation immigrant, got to vote for her daughter for president. Only in America. I am filled with the gratitude for the outpouring of support we've received from all across our great country. But the time has now come to suspend my campaign. I said I wanted Americans to have their voices heard. I have done that. I have no regrets. And although I will no longer be a candidate, I will not stop using my voice for the things I believe in.
7 men are in custody in India for the alleged gang rape of a Brazilian tourist and assault on her husband. On Saturday, police in India announced that 3 men had been arrested in connection with the incident and that they were looking to 4 more. A top police official confirmed the additional arrest Tuesday. The couple, who had been traveling by motorcycle from the state of West Bengal to neighboring Nepal, were found late Friday by police officers on patrol. They were taken to hospital where the woman told doctors that she had been raped. Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry arrived in Puerto Rico Tuesday, a day after his plane was denied entry into the neighboring Dominican Republic. It comes as the gang leader behind the violence plaguing the Haitian capital has warned there will be a civil war if Haiti's Prime Minister Henry does not step down. Sarah Moreland reports how gangs are continuing their rampage across Port-au-Prince.
Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry landed in Puerto Rico on Tuesday. This clears uncertainty around his whereabouts since a trip to Kenya. But question remains on how and when he will return to Haiti as gangs back home push for his ouster. Gang leader Jimmy Cherissier, also known as Barbecue, said on Tuesday that the country would plunge into a civil war that will end in genocide if Henry remains in power. He added that the federation that gathers Haitian gangs, Regroupement Vivre Ensemble, would fight to topple Henry and establish a new system in Haiti. Henry traveled to Kenya last week to seal a deal to launch a UN-backed multinational security force to fight gangs in Haiti. It sparked violence and calls by a top gang leader for him to step down and stay away from the country. Haiti's government declared a state of emergency on Sunday after inmates escaped in 2 major prison breaks, halting businesses including airports, which have seen heavy gunfires take place near them in recent days. The United Nations Immigration Office said over the weekend that at least 15,000 people had been displaced due to violence. Since the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021, violent gangs have expanded control of their territory. Henry, who leads an unelected interim government, had pledged to step down by February, but delayed the process, citing lack of security.
Well, on Monday, 3 men from Grenada suspected in the disappearance of a U.S. couple whose catamaran was hijacked were ordered deported from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The individuals pleaded guilty to immigration charges in a court in the Eastern Caribbean island of St. Vincent. The senior magistrate, Colin John, directed they be repatriated as soon as practicable. The men had previously escaped from a police holding cell in Grenada on February 18th and are suspected of hijacking the catamaran while the U.S. couple were on board. According to police reports, authorities believe the couple was thrown overboard as the suspects sailed to St. Vincent, where they were apprehended. However, no charges have been filed against. And still to come on Our News, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was, March 6th. And then in Our News at 7:30, the Prime Minister says no new taxes as the debate gets underway on the mid-year budget and a home away from home. Our Italia Hall is off on an adventure just next door. Find out what she's up to when Our News returns.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklands. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of Our News. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklands. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners,
and welcome back to Our News. It's time now to turn our spotlight on events that shaped the day that was March 6th. Take a look.
This day in Bahamian history, in 1835, St. John's Native Baptist Church on Meeting Street was dedicated. Originally called William's Chapel and Bethlehem Chapel, the Historical Society notes it was established by Prince William from South Carolina, who escaped slavery and came to the Bahamas. Williams was the founder of Bethel Baptist Church on Meeting Street, along with Sharper Morris, another runaway slave. However, he was not allowed to serve as the church's pastor because he had a bad marriage. He then established St. John's Native Baptist Church a few feet away from Bethel Baptist. Then in 1916, Donald Webster Davis was born in Panama. The Historical Society notes that as an educator, Davis made many contributions, including Parent-Teacher Day, Achievement Day, the Green and Yellow Magazine, and the school uniform, all innovations that earned him the title, the Godfather of Education. He is also credited for assisting with the introduction of the Cambridge Junior and Senior exams in public schools. Davis passed away in January of 1971. He was 55. Eastern Senior School was renamed D.W. Davis Junior High School in his honor. March 6, 1963, William Horatio Butler Jr., known as Yama Bahama, had his last professional fight in his hometown Bimini. He fought Harry Monroe in a middleweight bout. The Historical Society notes Butler got his nickname from a Miami Herald reporter who rearranged the name of his trainer's boat, which was the Bahama Mama. And finally, on this day in 2013, a fire broke out at police headquarters on East Street in Nassau. According to police reports, officers were conducting a routine burn at about 10 a.m. when the embers reportedly fell onto the roof of Ranfurly House. The blaze was confined and extinguished a short time later, preventing any other damage to the property.
And finally tonight, one community has decided to get involved in the fight against crime by offering an alternative. It's called a Dream Builders Entrepreneurship Program. Our Sasha Lightbourne takes a look.
Over 100 young people between the ages of 16 and 25 are in a 10-week program dubbed Dream Builders. It's an initiative put on by South Beach Member of Parliament, Bacchus Roll. The goal? Keeping his younger constituents involved in positive activities to jumpstart the spirit of entrepreneurship.
It's a program built on three pillars: entrepreneurship, job readiness, and continuing education. So in this existing cohort, which is 10 weeks long, we are endeavoring to help our young people, as they say, with their, their side hustle.
Some of the programs include culinary training, auto mechanic work, makeup application, and IT, just to name a few.
The major challenge is finding jobs for me in this constituency, right? And unfortunately, the way the job market is, every Bahamian can't work at a government job. And of course, we found that they're unemployed and unemployable. This is an avenue for us to help to make them as employable as possible.
The instructors aren't strangers to the community. They're also residents. Shakira Gibson is one of them.
Every single cohort is going to have different programs. Right now, we have an auto body program, we have nail tech, we have makeup, we have culinary, and we have IT and a number of other business-esque opportunities. Continuing to understand that a lot of things happening right now criminally is basically hoisted in the fact that there aren't a lot of opportunities. So we're thinking if we create some now, but we give them an opportunity to be more entrepreneur-centric, then that gives them an opportunity not to have to go in certain spaces to get money, to get encouragement, to get support.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.
What a great initiative. Thanks a lot, Sasha. Well, to watch that story again and for all of today's top stories, be sure and visit ournews.bs. Well, that does it for Our News at 7. Joining me now is our Megan Shepherd. Megan, good evening.
Hello, nice
Welcome to the fill-in, guys. I guess you're wondering what's happening, right? While the anchors are away.
We will play. Seriously, though, serious business. Thanks so much, Jerome. Well, the Prime Minister is on the defense when it comes to taxes on international business and why the National Security Minister says the country is still committed to sending officers to Haiti amid the worsening crisis there. Plus, a taste of the Bahamas in Miami. We get an inside look at Conch Heaven. Here are your latest headlines. Coming up tonight, a regressive tax regime. The nation's leader says no consideration is being given to taxes for Bahamians. However, a crackdown is still on the way. Plus, the National Security Minister says the country's commitment to send 150 troops to Haiti stands. And in honor of International Women's Month, the Lioness Retreat aims to cater to women's mind, body, and souls. And later, the Our News team is in South Florida, where they're exploring the Bahamian connection. Our Italia Hall visited a popular Bahamian-owned restaurant, offering a variety of Bahamian dishes.
You know, we don't have a lot of persons that request yellow grits, but we do carry yellow grits, sometimes even a piece and grits.
These stories and more when Our News Live at 7:30 returns.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Immerse yourself.
Welcome to Our News, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Megan Shepard. While admitting the need for tax reform to what he called a regressive tax regime, Prime Minister Philip Davis says no consideration is being given to taxes for Bahamians, but reiterated a crackdown on those who can't afford to pay taxes. His comments came during his mid-year budget report as he defended the government's decision to implement a qualified domestic minimum top-up tax, which he says will only affect multinational corporations.
We can safely say that not a single Bahamian-owned venture will be directly affected by this tax.
They know that.
And through this tax, we hope to generate an additional $140 million per year in government revenue.
The tax regime in the Bahamas' approach to implementing an income tax in compliance with OECD standards. Davis says there has been an aggressive misinformation campaign on this issue, claiming the new tax will see droves of businesses leave the Bahamas once the new system is implemented. He says if the companies don't pay the taxes here, they will have to pay the same tax in their home countries.
The vast majority of countries in the world, including those like us, who didn't previously have corporate income taxes, will be introducing similar regimes or face the threat of blacklisting and other possible consequences. Rather than wait around to be accused of non-compliance, we have taken proactive action to introduce this corporate income tax.
National Security Minister Wayne Monroe revealing more details today on the Bahamas' commitment to send 150 troops to Haiti amidst the ongoing unrest in the nearby nation. He says the commitment will be centered around helping Haiti with the management of their maritime security.
From about 2020, 2021, there have been discussions about assisting the Haitian National Police in building capacity. The aspect that the Bahamas was committed to from 2020 and still is committed to is training the Haitian Coast Guard element of the Haitian National Police in terms of their maritime security. We still hold to that commitment. And with the deteriorating situation in Haiti, you will also need maritime security in terms of preventing inflows of contrabands and outflows of migrants. And we're committed to that.
Over the weekend, it was estimated that almost all of the 4,000 inmates in Haiti's two largest prisons escaped, assisted by gangs. Monroe says the weekend's events have increased fear in the Bahamas.
After the prison outbreak, everyone is very afraid now that these criminals will end up in the Bahamas. Well, that is why we need to have peace in all the countries in this region. We committed 150 troops, which would have been in rotations of 50. The offshore patrol craft, the HMBS Bahamas and Nassau, together with an armed boarding crew, would be about 50 personnel per circuit.
A Cuban-American man who was caught on camera receiving a cocaine shipment has been jailed for 3 years and fined $100,000. 48-year-old Carlos Delgado will serve an additional year behind bars if he fails to pay the fine. Chief Magistrate Roberto Reckley handed down the sentence after Delgado pleaded guilty. Defense Force officers stopped and boarded the boat that Delgado was captaining near the Prince George Wharf on July 24, 2023. While searching the vessel, officers found 61 kilos of cocaine valued at $1.2 million. The boat's DVR system recorded Delgado receiving the drugs from another man at the Atlantis Marina, the court heard. Delgado said he was supposed to take the drugs back to Florida and he was going to be paid $10,000. Delgado has been in custody since his arrest. Meantime, police in Abaco confiscated more than 200 suspected marijuana plants. Officers from the Marsh Harbor Police Station got a tip and went to an unnamed road in the area of Ernestine Highway, where they found over 100 suspected marijuana plants. They also searched nearby bushes and found over 139 suspected marijuana plants being cultivated. No one was arrested in connection with the case. And amid growing concern over the economic toll of crime, successive governments have pumped millions into technology to bolster law enforcement's efforts. The question is, how has the technology helped in the crime fight?
The Royal Bahamas Police Force have in its technology arsenal any number of technologies, whether it be from body-worn cam, CCTV technology, shot spotter technology. We also use the electronic monitoring technology within the force. We are now deploying drones in a big way to help us in the fight against crime. And of course, all of the technologies that I have mentioned cost a good penny.
That's Officer in Charge of Information and Technology, Assistant Commissioner of Police Shivago Dames, giving a breakdown of how money is being spent to beef up the Royal Bahamas Police Force's resources. When it comes to CCTV, Dames had this to say.
We have deployed CCTV in areas where we would not necessarily have sufficient manpower to be there on a 24/7 basis or to patrol those areas as necessary. CCTV gives us the ability to have eyes in those areas.
There are currently over 200 CCTV installed throughout the capital. Even with all these tools in place, ACP Dame says the organization is looking to expand their arsenal shortly.
Not only our technology and expanding our technology, especially our CCTV department or our CCTV system, I know that it will be expanded very soon, again by hundreds of cameras into particular areas. Not only are we just deploying cameras, but we are deploying those cameras that have particular duties or can do particular things.
Well, still lots more news to get to this evening, but first, meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look at weather. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Megan, and welcome everybody for a quick look at conditions around the islands and outside our studios. 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. We do have some showers trying to form nearby, so we got some showers in the indicator there. Winds out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour, and your field slight temperature holding at 75 degrees. Satellite radar composite showing showers and thunderstorms associated with a bit to upper level trough and some tropical moisture moving out of the Gulf of Mexico. That disturbance is going to be tracking towards the east, but we still have some showers in the Gulf of Mexico that's likely to affect us late tonight into early tomorrow, so we could see some showers in the forecast through Thursday morning. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. Look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on Our News, change of plans. The Works Minister says times for the work to be carried out on the Eastern Road will be adjusted. Plus, how do you self-care? Organizers of the Lioness Retreat inviting women to take the time to rejuvenate and relax this Women's Month. And then our Italia Hall indulging in a slice of heaven over in Miami. We'll tell you all about the delectable restaurant featuring all dishes, all Bahamian. That's coming up when Our News returns.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklands. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklands. Coming this March, only on Our News.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
At the gateway to
The Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs changing its position after a public notice was released Tuesday for road works on the Eastern Road between Johnson Road and Foxhill Roads. After concerns about the timing of the paving, as well as another project by Bahamas Power and Light in the area, Minister Clay Sweeting says times for the work to be carried out have been adjusted.
We'll start paving at around 9 o'clock after traffic dies off on Eastern Road. The reality is we have an aggressive road paving program that we're trying to pave over 55 miles of road in New Providence this year and the following year. So we're trying to schedule all of that, so we got to get it done. So we're just trying to minimize the frustration of the persons that live out there as well as the business community. As BPL wants to do some work there prior, so we'll delay the work a few days. We'll send out a timeline schedule today of when we'll start, but BPL wants to do some work and we don't want to have to pave and come back and do it again.
Agape Church's women's ministry is taking ministry outside the four walls this International Women's Month for a time of rejuvenation, relaxation, and impartation. The Lioness Retreat will take place at the Comfort Suite Resort, and according to Women's Ministry Vice President Charlene Russell, the goal is complete self-care in the mind, body, and soul.
We want women to know that you matter. Your life matters. There's purpose on your life. Our theme for the women's ministry comes from the verse that talks about you are a royal priesthood. You are a chosen generation. We want them to know that you matter. It'll give us an opportunity to bond with each other, to learn each other in a different way, and also to pull out gifts and talents within them that they did not know they even had. Because in a different, relaxed setting, you get to see different personalities.
Empowerment sessions will begin tonight, Wednesday, and will culminate this weekend. The event is geared toward women of all backgrounds. So if you're still questioning whether or not this event is for you, Women's Ministry President Joanne Duncombe explains why you should attend.
We would encourage women who are seeing this at this time and you're at a low place in your life, broken, confused, we want you to know that God loves you and God is with you.
There is hope. This week, we want to remind them that this is hope. You have hope. There's hope in Christ.
The Our News team is in South Florida telling the story of Bahamians making an impact in Miami. We're also counting down to the start of the Jazz in the Gardens Festival. Tonight, our Italia Hall tells us about a popular Miami restaurant that has made significant strides over the last decade.
We work in an environment where, we have a boss that really believes in catering to Bahamians.
Northwest 27th Avenue is where you will find Count Heaven. The popular Bahamian restaurant in Miami is owned by Richie Evans, which has been in business for some 14 years. Employee Harriet Taylor says the restaurant caters to several nationalities, but is truly a home away from home for Bahamians.
Bahamians, we are known for hospitality and good food, and both is what you would get, when you come here at Count Heaven.
I had a chance to sample the Count fritters, Count salad, and sky juice, which was delicious.
When you're homesick, and you can't get home, you come here and you pull back in, you're rejuvenated, and you're okay. But, we sell tuna and grits, corned beef and grits, fire engine, we still do white rice too, stew cow, stew fish, snapper and the grouper, and real grouper, not the, we authentic here.
Bahamian Ariel Lundy, who's been living in the United States for years, says Count Heaven is one of his favorite restaurants and is important to the city of Miami.
Because I haven't been home in so long. But when you come here and you see the other Bahamians that's inside here and you can interact, and that's what makes me feel like I'm home. Sometimes you be caught up that you can't get a chance to go home because you're working so hard. But when you come here, with the amount of people be here most of the time, you talk and you socialize, and it make you feel like you're at home still. And you come up with the accent even better when you have the American accent, and you come back with the Bahamian accent.
And Count Heaven is not only in Miami, but has 2 locations in Atlanta. Taylor says the best part of her job is interacting with customers.
Jazz in the Gardens is coming up, and, we have a big influx of Bahamians when that happens. A lot of them come over for that festival. So we will be very, very booked and busy. Very busy, especially for breakfast. They love the stew conch and the boiled fish real bad.
Reporting from the city of Miami, Florida for Our News, I'm Italia Hall.
When Our News comes back from the break, meteorologist Greg Thompson joins us from the Weather Center once again with your extended weather forecast. Plus,
coming up in sports, the race for the 2024 BAISS track and field title is underway, and a national team standout transitions to pro soccer in Romania.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklands. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklands. Coming this March, only on Our News.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
This is Our News. Welcome back. Well, it was a close day one at the BAISS track and field meet, and a national soccer team captain makes the move to Romania. Here now with our sports presented by 10th year seniors is Ronaldo and John Mark. Ronaldo.
Thanks, Megan, and welcome to Our Sports presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. It's day one of the BAISS track and field meet, and the intensity is already picked up at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Just 9.5 points separate the teams atop the standings, and it's the St. Augustine's College Big Red Machine out front with 405.5 points.
It's more of a field lane, so we got to focus. Those technical events, we tend to do pretty good. We bring in all the talk, and we brought in 60 athletes in here and there, and so we know they're coming for us.
The Queens College Comets are in second with 396 points.
Anytime we have a position, we have to keep it. Even if it's 7, we have to keep our position. We have to fight for it. So to tell the kids, I just got to tell the kids now, coming into day 2, we look good, we close. I expected to be up on top.
The Temple Christian Sons are third with 161 points, followed by the St. John's Giants with 100 points. 4 records were broken on day 1. On the track, Sax Darvany Dean ran 14.19 seconds to set a new record in the under-17 girls 100-meter hurdles. TC's Ross Martin set a new record in the under-20 boys 1,500 meters in 4 minutes 13.16 seconds. The Comets' Akeel Williams throw of 44.98 meters in the under-15 boys javelin, and Tasha Stubbs' 44.26 meters in the under-20 girls javelin also set new records.
Sports continue all over the world, and for Marcel Joseph, soccer took him all the way to Romania.
Joseph recently signed with Club Athletic Oradea of the 4th Division in Romania. After playing in Costa Rica, Joseph said the transfer to Romania followed his pro dreams and was the opportunity of a lifetime.
It's a big opportunity, and it's great being an ambassador for the country, being able to go into Europe and say, hey, I'm a professional footballer from the Bahamas, so I couldn't miss out on that opportunity.
Joseph has worn the captain's armband for the Bahamas several times and said he hopes to serve as an inspiration for others looking to make pro soccer a viable career.
Greatest moment of my, if you seen my celebration, the scream, the passion that came from that man, that's probably the best goal I've scored in my life, and then doing it for your country is just, it's you can't explain it.
In the New Providence Basketball Association, the Commonwealth Bank Giants are always perennial contenders. Team Mamba found out why. The Giants remain undefeated with an 84-49 win over the Tucker boys at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Jackson Jacob led 4 Giants in double figures with 23 points. Dylan Musgrove scored 16, Michael Bain Jr. scored 15, and Adam Johnson added 10. Jacob is currently second in the league in scoring at 25.6 points per game. Leon Bain led the Tucker boys with 21 points. The Giants lead the Michael Cooper division at 13-0, while the Mambas drop to 4th at 5-8. That'll do it for Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. For John Mark Nutt, I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Back to the studio.
Beautiful hump day weather outside the Our News studio today. Greg is back with more weather details right after this quick break. Stick with us.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklands. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklands. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklands. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklands. Coming this March, only on Our News.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time.
Welcome back to Our News. Warm weather and cloudy skies outside the Our News studios this evening. Greg is back in the Weather Center with your extended forecast. Greg.
Yeah, thanks again, Megan, and welcome back, everybody, for our final check of weather. Mid to upper level trough, along with some tropical moisture affecting the northwest Bahamas with some showers and thunderstorms. That pattern will continue through tonight as that upper level trough pivots towards the east. Trailing moisture across the Gulf of Mexico likely to affect us late tonight into early tomorrow. So we continue to see some shower activity in the forecast. High pressure will build in behind the system. We do expect another front by the end of the weekend into early next week. So we have a little bit of a break in between. Pressure gradient will tighten by the weekend, so we're looking at some breezy conditions. Future forecast showing the moisture associated with that upper level trough moving across the northwest Bahamas tonight to tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms will spread across the northwest Bahamas through Thursday, and then we have some residual moisture that's going to be moving across the northwest Bahamas by Friday, but eventually things will cloud until we see another frontal boundary get in here by early next week. Boating for the northwest and central Bahamas tonight through tomorrow. Your winds will be out of the south to southwest at around 10 knots tonight through tomorrow. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. They will be in some easterly swells still. Low tide is at 10:23 tonight. The high tide taking place at 4:53 in the morning. For the southeast Bahamas, southeast to southerly flow 10 to 15 knots. Wave heights running 2 to 4 feet in some easterly swells. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In your extended forecast, showers will remain in the forecast through Thursday as that residual moisture hangs across us. Improving conditions Friday and Saturday through Sunday, but that frontal boundary should be getting in here sometime by the end of the weekend into early next week. So we have some showers in the forecast for Monday, but behind that, breezy and pleasant conditions expected for the early part of next week. That's a look at our weather. Make it a great night and stay safe, everybody.
Thanks, Greg, and thank you for joining us for Our News tonight. And be sure to tune into our TV channel 212 and 10th Year Seniors Facebook page for Day 2 of the BAISS Track and Field Championships starting at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepherd. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Have a safe and wonderful evening.